Hi, my name is Cyrena Adkins. I'm Regional Coordinator of Region 2, and today we are at Dixie Head Start. The idea for the Male Engagement Reading Challenge that happened last spring came because we were trying to think of a way to get more men involved in our classrooms and to become positive role models for our children, so that children become more interested in books and hear how the men love reading as well. The primary goal in the beginning of the challenge was to get as many men as possible into the classrooms, to get comfortable reading with children, and to show the children that they have positive role models within our community and within our families. In the end, we ended up having a lot more men participate than we ever could have imagined, which was wonderful. And the children absolutely loved having their family members come into the classrooms to read to them. They liked seeing people from our community, such as pastors and principals and firefighters and people from Dayton Dragons who came out to read. And so it helped our family see the importance of reading, and more people started reading with their children at home on a daily and weekly basis compared to what they were doing previously. I think I have two really great memories from this campaign. The first one is from Region 1, and that was our winner, Jayante Sanford. He was one of the men who had read the most number of times in Region 1. He was a high school student who saw the importance of reading with children, and he took the initiative to take part in our campaign. It wasn't pushed on him by his parents. Nobody had to twist his arm to do it. This was something he really wanted to do. And I just thought that was great that a high school student saw how important it is to be a positive influence in children's lives. And he kept reading even when he didn't have to, and his plan was to still come back this year and read again. So I just thought that was amazing. The other experience was when we did the dialogic reading training with some of our men. One of the trainings we did, we had a grandfather who was raising his grandchildren, and he had told us at the end of our training session that he never really knew the importance of stopping the book and not reading it all the way through, but stopping and having those back and forth conversations with children and asking them questions and pointing out pictures and helping children understand the why behind a story and not just reading it from front to back. And so he was going home and talking to his wife to change how they were going to do things with their grandchildren moving forward. And it just hit us that if we can help one person change how they read to their children so that it's more impactful, that children get more out of a story than just hearing the words, but they're getting questions, those higher level thinking skills, how much more prepared they are for kindergarten. Dialogic reading is all about dialogue, back and forth conversations. And so old school way of reading a book was reading a book from front to back. Children didn't interrupt. We didn't stop the book to ask children questions or to talk about what we were reading. But with dialogic reading, we stopped throughout the book and we asked children questions, not just things like, what color is this? Or how many are there? We ask them questions that make them think a little bit more, like, tell me why you think this happened in the story, or what do you think might happen next in the story, or how does this look like what you do at home? So it's helping children take what's in the story and relate it to their own lives in meaningful ways. It prepares children when they get to kindergarten to be able to answer questions a little bit more thoughtfully when they're in school. So the community and MVCDC supporters responded to our initiative full force. I went around and I asked several businesses in the area to help donate some gift cards, gift certificates to go into the fathers' baskets, because I wanted them to do something more than just reading with their kids. I wanted them to continue to be a positive role model in their child's life. And so there was things like going to Victoria Theater, going to Weggers and Gardens, going to the Boonshoff Museum. And it was all just the idea of fathers taking time to do things that are important and impactful with their children. Children reacted with just a love. They would come in and the children were so excited to see some new faces coming into the classroom. Lots of them would go up and give them hugs, high fives, fist bumps, because they were just so excited to see people in the classroom participating in something that they enjoyed.